From the Ali Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union High School, Touchdown Production, celebrating 11 years of local high school sports television, is proud to present the Miners' Road to the Playoffs. Tonight, in the heart of the SFL season, your Nevada Union Miners take on the Roseville Tigers. It's an important SFL contest in the middle of a 4-game homestand that will determine the Miners' playoff future. So don't you dare change that dial, because we have NU versus Roseville coming up next, right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Nevada Union Miners continue to enjoy the home court advantage with the friendly crowds of the Ali Gymnasium in the second of a 4-game homestretch, which continues tonight with a key SFL battle against the Roseville Tigers. Good evening, basketball fans, wherever you are across our Foothill network of stations. I'm Marty Mortensen, joined tonight by Paul Brown. Our producer-director for tonight's game will be Gilbert Dominguez, and of course the rest of the Touchdown Production sports team is ready to bring you this exciting SFL matchup tonight. But first, as is our tradition here on the Game of the Week, we begin our bonus coverage of the JV game. We're in the fourth quarter with 1:43 left to go in the ball game. NU with 49 and Roseville 53, and here with the call is Paul Brown.
Thank you, Marty. It's been a lively battle between these two JV teams.
Too bad we couldn't have seen it, huh?
Yeah, well, we've got 1:38 seconds left, and there is only a 4-point margin as we see the Roseville Tigers handle the ball and taking some time out the clock trying to protect their lead. Out in front, it's Austin. To Hack. Austin will try his long bomb just off the rim. The Miners will have possession.
He's hit about 3 of those in this fourth period.
He has been one of their most consistent shooters tonight. And the ball's wrestled away. We're going to have a jump ball. Great play to tie that ball up by Hack. The possession will stay with the Miners. We're down to 1:01.
Timeout's going to be called.
This is an important possession for the Miners. They do need a score here with a 4-point margin.
Yeah, they'll have to at least get 2 out of this possession, because as they get down the court, Roseville Tigers would be able to run off 35 seconds off that clock, passing that ball around. So,
the most consistent player scoring-wise for NU has been Jordan Smith so far. I'm not exactly sure the number of points he's gotten, but they like to work it down on the low block to Smith, who makes a nice under-the-basket move with the right hand. We've seen that a couple of times in the last 3 or 4 possessions, so we'll see if they go back to Smith.
Roseville has not been able to defend that in the corner. He looks like he's going to take a 3 and then drives baseline, and by the time they get out there, he's such a tall kid that he puts the ball off the glass, and he scored about 6 points in this second half.
So let's see if they go back to Smith again as the Tigers come back on the floor. And you taking their time. Like you said, Marty, they need 2 points here. Now there's some discrepancy. The coaches at the scorer's table looking at the total points. Inbounding to Beer Temple. Sets the action up front. It's a long pass off the backboard, and that is to Wolf, who scores.
That was supposed to be a pass, but he didn't get up in time.
Was that designed to go off the backboard, you think?
No, I don't think so. Now they're going to call a timeout. 53-51. This is coming down to the wire, Paul.
This is more interesting than I thought it was going to be, Marty. The Tigers now, with possession, they seem to be more of a 3-point team than they have a low blocker or a center that can work underneath.
Now they've dished it out a lot out into the outside the 3-point arc, and they've been shooting quite a few of those, and thing is, they've been making it.
That's what's been keeping them in the game this far.
This has been a seesaw battle back and forth between these two teams. One will have the lead, the other one come back, go ahead. So it's going to come down to this possession for the Tigers. They've got 29 seconds on the shot clock.
Matt Hack will inbound the ball, number 11. That's number 1, Agent, and to the corner. And back outside. Hackett's stolen away. And off his foot and then saved.
Now they got a chance to tie it up, and he lost it as he went to the net.
That was Agent again coming from behind and stealing the ball away. Now they'll have to take a foul.
He didn't see that the other defender coming back for him. He thought he was all alone.
Atypical JV basketball, back and forth in a scramble.
They had a foul to give, so they took it there to stop the clock.
There's our score, 25.3 seconds left. The Miners down by 2. As the Tigers inbound the ball, they do get it in. No foul's been called yet. There's the foul, finally. And the foul will be on number 13, Wolf. Apparently they're still not in the one-on-one.
Have 2 more fouls to give, so they'll foul us. Trying to stop that clock. Oh, he thought about taking the shot, didn't do it. Now they're going to reach in and foul him.
So the Tigers holding on to the ball and will continue to whittle away the clock. The last thing they need here, Marty, is a turnover.
Well, each time they foul, they get a fresh shot clock. Doesn't make any difference now. It's only 19 seconds. But they're going to have to steal it here.
So the only strategy they had is to take their 2 fouls, and now they need to put them on the line as soon as they get the ball in. And there's the ball, and a quick shot off the glass. No good. It's rebounded. That would be 31 Lahan with a big rebound and brings it back out front. I believe Lahan was fouled. He is, and he will go to the line to shoot a
one-on-one.
A one-on-one. Lahan didn't look too excited about going to the line. I wonder what kind of a free throw shooter he is, Marty. We'll soon know.
Well, all he's got to do is make both of them, and that'll not do it.
Shot up, and the first one is good. So he makes this a 3-point game. Lahan looking comfortable at the line.
Lefty.
And the second, he makes them both. So just about the last nail in the coffin. The Miners let it come down. There's a long bomb that doesn't come even close to the basket, comes up short. And immediately with the rebound was Austin and was fouled by Jordan Smith.
So he'll do one-on-one, but the coach from Roseville is sending all of his players back down so they don't get a pass if he misses this shot all the way down court. They need a 3 and then a turnover, but
they need a prayer.
Yeah.
So for Roseville, Lahan will go to the line. The first one is good.
Probably not the right guy you want to send to the foul line.
Not after the last 3 shots, certainly.
Exactly. He just put this one on ice.
Well, if there's any question about his ability to shoot free throws, that has been answered.
Looks like he's got a nice touch. Watch we jinx him. Yeah, we did. He got his own rebound, and he gets fouled on the way. He'll shoot 2 now.
Which will extend the game with 8 seconds left. Neither of the Miners under the basket expected that ball to come straight off the front of the rim. So it was an easy, quick rebound. And Lahan will shoot a couple more. This is bonus coverage, JV action. The NU Miners versus the Roseville Tigers, and we will have the varsity game. Marty Mortensen will call the play-by-play. Lahan makes his second, making the score 58-51. And with the last shot by Smith under the basket, that'll do it.
That doesn't count. Final score. 58-51 for the Roseville Tigers.
And a jubilant Tiger team as they come to the sideline. A big win for them, coming in here underdogs and taking it to NU Miners on their floor. Some good talent, though, Marty, that we're going to see coming up in years to come. Both teams have excellent athletes.
There's both teams congratulating each other after the game. Coaches shake hands, and they'll go back to the locker room, discuss the action tonight, and then they'll come out and watch the varsity boys as the Tigers come into the Ali Gymnasium tonight with only 6 wins and 15 losses. Nevada Union with 12-8. So if you look at the average number of points scored, the Miners ought to win this by at least 10. But you just never know.
You never know until they play the game, Marty.
That's exactly right.
We're going to be seeing...
There's a good shot of the Miner coach, JV coach.
NU has some very prolific players. I'm looking at the line score for the Miners as we wait for them to come on the court for warming up.
And so as the teams wait to arrive into Ali Gymnasium, we'll take our first break of the evening, and when we come back, we'll visit with NU Miner head coach Jeff Dulles, and then get ready for the player introductions and the tip-off for tonight's game. But before we do that, we'll remind you that this exclusive coverage of NU Miner basketball is being underwritten this evening by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Hanson Brothers knows the requirements for a beautiful home. It begins with a good foundation. Hanson Brothers specializes in site preparation and placement of underground utilities and septic tank. Then add drainage, driveway paving, and concrete work. Now finish with the garden enhancements of topsoils, boulders, and statuary. Hanson Brothers Construction, HBE Rentals, and Hanson Brothers Colfax, where no project is too small.
And by Soft Answers, Dallas Wilhelm is your computer genius and specializes in computer software management, design, and consultation. That's why Dallas and Soft Answers is the best friend you and your computer system ever had. Dallas is the one to call for all those hard-to-solve computer problems. So make your computer and computer system your friend again with the help from Dallas Wilhelm and Soft Answers, a proud supporter of NU Sports.
And we'd like to welcome Hills Flat Lumber Company. The Pardini family is proud to be your neighbor in Grass Valley and now in Colfax. By teaming up with the Do It Best products, you can always rely on Hills Flat Lumber Company to carry the selection you want with the buying power of Do It Best. Their store in Colfax is a solar-powered, state-of-the-art facility, and the new Grass Valley store is heated and cooled by geothermal. You're sure to find everything you need as a contractor or a homeowner at Hills Flat Lumber Company.
And by Spencer Construction. Spencer Construction is the area's best resource for new home building, room additions, and remodels. At Spencer Construction, you'll find a team of dedicated craftsmen with years of experience, ready, willing, and able to do whatever it takes to complete your project on time and under budget. And Scott Spencer is also proud to once again donate his time as this year's NU Miner Basketball Boosters Club president, raising money for both NU basketball programs and all NU programs. That's Spencer Construction.
And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating a decade +1, bringing you only the best in local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us all across our Foothill network of stations, including the new Sudden Link Channel 16 in Bear River, Alta Sierra, and in Colfax, Meta Vista, and Weimar. If you've been watching us on Channel 23, be sure to tell your friends that the game of the week has moved to the new Suddenlink Channel 16, along with all the great programming on NCTV. So remember, in the South County, it's now Suddenlink Channel 16, your new home for the NorCal Game of the Week. Well, the Roseville Tiger team just came onto the court. They look like they've got about 15 players, a full complement. Let's take a look at the power rankings, Paul.
And there they are. Division I NU is ranked number 19, Marty. In Division I, in Division III, to be Placer, ranked number 22. Division IV, Colfax. Look at Colfax.
Number one. That's
who'd have thunk? We've seen a couple games this year so far. They have a very, very exciting basketball team and a couple of excellent players.
Yeah, Bear River rated number 9. They come off a big victory last night over Whitney. So that's good for Bear River. And Division V, Forest Lake is rated number 9. So all in all, the boys are well represented here in the foothills.
Absolutely. And then the women's power rankings, Division I, we have NU ranked number 10. They'll
need to come up 2 more slots to get a home court advantage, because they've got the top 8 teams are home, and the bottom 8 come up to the top 8 for the first game.
I see. Okay, so in Division III, we've got Placer, rated number 6. And there's Colfax again in Division IV, rated number 3 in the girls. Division IV, Bear River, rated number 6. And then
that's Forest Lake, number 6 in Division V. So once again, both boys and girls are highly rated in this for the power rankings for the playoffs. NU still has not come on the court, but while we wait for them, let's tell you about the boys basketball standings in the Sierra Foothill League. This is a must-win tonight for Nevada Union, as Rockland comes in at 5-0, very powerful, 19-1 overall. Granite Bay 3-1, Del Oro 3-2. So Nevada Union can, with a victory tonight, close the gap on Del Oro, and then Granite Bay will be here on Friday night for the next game, and Oakmont followed by Wood Creek and Roseville at 1-4. All right, we'd like to tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by Statewide Homes. Every family deserves to have a home of their own, and Statewide Homes is leading the way in our community for quality, affordable homes. As the only dealer of Fleetwood homes in Nevada County, they are a manufactured home specialist. Their Grass Valley office is on Sutton Way, just up from Long's Drugs. And there you'll find Scott and Sherry Murray, along with Jerry and Pat Hanaway, to guide you through the entire buying process at Statewide Homes.
And a new sponsor, it would be the Beam Easy Living Center. The Beam Center in Grass Valley is the place that you'll find the Beam vacuum system. Once you experience the quality and value of the Beam system, you'll wonder how you ever cleaned without it before. Only the Beam system removes all the dust and dirt from your home in places, inside and out, with the new Beam canister. You'll be surprised how much dirt you were breathing before. It's just one of the many products on display at their 5,000 square foot showroom, which is packed with the latest in technology for your home. It's all at the Beam Easy Living Center.
And by Nevada County's Hearing Aid Center. I'd like to welcome them aboard. Your hearing is one of your most precious gifts and sources of pleasure. Hearing loss can inhibit your ability to lead a normal life and also affects the lives of those around you. At the Nevada County Hearing Aid Center, Alan Krosner offers a complete hearing evaluation and can provide excellent hearing aids like the new Oticon Delta model or the Unitron Moxie model. Krosner, that's Alan Krosner, is there to fit you right up. And the Nevada County Hearing Aid Center is in Nevada City on Cardinal way and provides a professional service with integrity, honesty, and compassion.
And by our friends at Francis Cinto and Graziano LLP. Francis Cinto and Graziano have a new location in Auburn to better serve your accounting needs. But no matter which location you choose, in Grass Valley or Auburn, you can trust Greg Francis, Dave Cinto, and George Graziano to help you grow your business. That's because they're CPAs and business consultants all rolled into one. Tax time is here, so be sure to make that appointment to see Greg, Dave, and George as soon as you can. That's at Francis Cinto and Graziano, where they have an eye on your future.
And by Touchdown Productions as the NU Miners come on the court. Touchdown Productions celebrating our 11th season of local sports television. Marty Mortensen here along with Paul Brown saying thank you for making us the #1 television show across our entire Foothill network of stations in Auburn, Bear River, Meadow Vista, Colfax, Grass Valley, and Nevada City. Well, the music comes on up. The Miners on the court, and we're about ready to have the tip-off and for another exciting SFL basketball action, as this is a must-win tonight, Paul, for these Nevada Union Miners.
That's a fact. We saw the line scores, Marty, and with only 2 league wins, they definitely need that third win to bring them back into the mix here. As we watch them warm up on the floor, we're going to be seeing 3 players actually that dominate most of the scoring for NU. That'd be Greg Glanny, who is averaging 12.2 points a game, and Nick Kinsella, who also averages just over 12 points a game with 12.1. And they're followed closely by Zach Spencer at 10.2 points a game. Those are the 3 big scorers for NU. We'll watch them play tonight.
John Hart, Union photographer, has come into the house and will be taking pictures tonight for tomorrow's newspaper and also the website. So be sure to check that out. Got his heavy coat on. The weather is a little frightful out there tonight.
As we watch NU and the Roseville Tigers warm up, it looks like a pretty evenly matched team. Both teams have about the same height. NU comes in here with a few more kids, so they might have a little deeper bench. The Tigers, as we mentioned just previous to this, come in here with a 6-win and 15-loss record. So they are definitely in for a challenge tonight on the Miners' home floor.
Looks like Gill has come on the scene with the wireless microphone. They're going to mic up the coach. Maybe. No, I guess he's not going to tonight. As he plugs it in and gets ready to talk with head coach Jeff Dulles for another thrill-packed interview.
Yeah, Marty, thrill-packed. That's what it's all about here at Touchdown Productions.
Got a bad hum on the line there tonight, Gil.
Yeah, we didn't earlier.
That seems to have solved the problem.
2-1-2.
I don't hear the hum, but no, now it's back again now. But go ahead.
All right.
It's I've got it turned up here, but it's but it's still can hardly hear you.
And there we go. How about
better.
that?
Yeah, that's better. But it's still got a little something going on there.
It's okay in my mic.
Well, maybe it's just in my headset. Nobody can hear it except me, so go ahead, Gil.
So it could be in Marty's mind, Gil. Worry not.
Yeah, it might be this headset, too, I'm wearing. But we'll get it all figured out, though, as we look for Jeff Dulles. Very noisy gym in here. And while we're waiting for Jeff, of course, the big sports news is the resignation of Bob Rogers last night at the volleyball banquet that we attended. Him and Larry Peterson calling it quits. Bob, after 14 years of coaching the Lady Miners, 9 league titles, 6 section titles, and 3 NorCal championships, throwing in the towel, and he will not be back next year. So end of an era for Lady Miner volleyball.
Certainly is. What?
With Bob Rogers.
I heard that they're going out. They're going to go out and look for coaches right away. So maybe there's hope for you yet, Gil. You're a basketball.
That's some big shoes to fill right there. So, but Steve Pilcher says he's got several people in mind, and we'll just have to see how that all plays out. But congratulations to Bob on a fine career that he has had with Lady Miners. Okay, now coming over here is Jeff Dallas. Jeff, we got a camera over here. We got Roseville in the house tonight. Almost a must-win situation for the Miners.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a long playoff run for us. It starts tonight. Every game counts, especially at home. Got to take care of business. Got a really scrappy Roseville team. They beat a very talented Roseville team Saturday down at the Common Good, and so they've got a little momentum going. They're scrappy. They're going to make us. They're going to make us earn it tonight.
Power rankings came out today. Nevada Union Miners got to be a little bit of a disappointment there for you, number 19.
Well, disappointment in the power rankings. I don't know. I think more disappointed in how we've taken care of business. From the preseason to now, for the first 5 games in league, our assists are down 7 assists a game, which to me demonstrates a lack of trust in your teammates, a lack of patience. And, if we can get back to that, if we can get back to sharing the ball and get our assists back up above our turnovers, then, you know what? We'll take care of business.
Well, you got to move into that top 16 in order just to be there, much less the top 8 to have a home game.
Yeah, absolutely. My power ranking gurus think that in order to get a home game, we pretty much have to win out. And to get in, we need to finish 7-5, 8-4. But you know what? After last week, right now, all we're focused on is Roseville. So let's get to Roseville right now and take care of business.
All right, Jeff, thanks for joining us for a little bit before the pregame. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Gil.
All right, Jeff Dallas there. As we get ready for the tip-off and player introductions. Remember, you're watching exclusive basketball coverage here from the Ali Gymnasium on your NorCal Game of the Week. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Gil. As we watch that's a little better, as we watch the warm-ups progress. A couple of minutes left here before we'll see the tip-off. I think the coach put it very well, Marty. The Miners need to show more patience on offense. They need to trust their teammates. They need to get back to that teamwork, which we all know basketball is all about.
He was saying, Jeff Dillis was saying that it's a must-win for Nevada Union tonight. If they want to get into the power ranking playoffs, they're going to have to
probably
win
out.
W on tonight.
Yeah, win the season out, perhaps even just to get in a home game and get into the power rankings. So, but first things first, they've got the Roseville Tigers in front of them. As we see them finishing their warm-ups.
Referees for tonight's contest, we've got Tim Horinko and Rick Willoughby. We've seen these two fine referees in the past down at the Kendall Arnett, and they've also done a couple other Bear River Colfax games. So there is the Miner Maniacs with their special T-shirts on. I saw a couple of them come by me earlier, and they had a Miner that says Miner Maniacs on their shirt.
I gotta get me one of those. Those look cool.
As they come out to, they got some special spotlights they're going to shine on the players, I guess, tonight. They've got their tire rooting section over there with their Miner Maniac shirts. Good to see that school spirit.
This is minor country. We always can expect to have good school spirit when we come into this gymnasium.
About ready for the player introductions. Roseville will be introduced first.
Previous to this game, we saw the NU Miners go down in JV action to the Roseville Tigers. That game resulted in a loss by about 6 points, I believe, Marty, and that was a good close game up until the last few minutes.
I think before the player introductions, we'll have the singing of our national anthem. Looks like that'll be the looks like some editing will be in the process for this game. We'll rise now for our national anthem, tribute to USA. Nevada Union Concert Choir will be doing the singing. There's a good shot of the young ladies there. One of the better renditions we've heard of the national anthem this year. Brought to you by the NU Girls Choir. Now they'll have the starting lineups now for the Roseville Tigers. Mike Elliott. Number 34, he said?
Number 34, Nico Ruiz. Here's number 24, Richie Ripley.
Kevin Crabb. Richie Ripley. So Ruiz, number 34, not on our roster, but we'll watch him in the starting lineup. Now for your NU Miners.
And now, introducing your Nevada Union
As the lights go down and we have the spots out from the stands, the NU boosters are trying to put the Sacramento King look on this introduction.
Mark Hopkinson, 00, 6'1" junior.
Number 2,
Another junior. being introduced.
At forward, 6'6", senior, number 24,
Greg Blaney.
At forward, 6'7", senior, number 33, Zach
Spencer. There's their starting lineup.
And at forward, 6'3", senior, number 10,
Sella being introduced. That's 6-player. Well, no, Nevada Union ought to win this one going away. They introduced 6, and the other team introduced 5.
Well, there you go. That's one way to do it, Marty. All they got to do is pay off one of the officials, and they're in.
There's the lights come back on. They did, remember, were you, I don't know whether you were there that night when we were up here for the Nevada Union football and they turned off the stadium lights, and it took them forever to come back on again.
Oh, I think I was there for that. And there was a power outage or something, or...
No, well, they had turned them off because of the way, and they had some spotlights. They were going to do the same type of thing. They couldn't get the lights back on. It was kind of a football stadium light. So let's go with the center court now. Jumping will be Greg Blaney going up against Kevin Crabb, and we're about ready for the start of this SFL League action. Throwing the ball up is Rick Willoughby. There's the tip, and Roseville with the ball. Shot goes up, doesn't go. Rebounded by Zach Spencer. Now Wivholm working the ball around, dishes it off. Now at the baseline, trying to take it in, can't do it. Blaney with a shot off the iron, doesn't go. Rebounded in there by Elo. Roseville on the attack. Good defense by the Miners. We're in the early stage here of the first period. No score. Driving in. Stop now. Good save by Jimmy Elio. Elliott now tries to take it in. Drives all the way in, but good defense by Mark Hopkins. Threw him off stride. Unable to hit the rim. Wivholm dishes it back out to Hopkinson. He drives in, puts it up, doesn't go. Trying to do a tip was Blaney, and that doesn't go. I think there was a foul called on a push.
I think Blaney went up and gave him a little shove there to try for that tip, Marty.
So still no score. Both teams a little shaky here to start this first period. Long pass cross court. Now it gets back over to Elliott. Elliott now stops at the, nice feed in low, but doesn't go. Going down is Spencer. Now, good block in there by Crabb.
Crabb, number 42, big boy in there for the Roseville Tigers. On the block. They're showing him as 6'2", 200 pounds, but I don't know, Marty. He looks like he goes closer to 6'4", 6'5", long arms.
So there was a foul called underneath the basket. Six on Kevin Crabb.
6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. We haven't got a basket yet.
And that hasn't been close. So Tim Parinko comes over and now talking to the scorer's table. There is Rick Willoughby. Trying to get the exact player that caused the foul. I still don't know who they gave it to. Looks like they gave it to
sounds like it was on Spencer.
So 33, Spencer got the foul. Trying to get it in. That gets it. And off the iron again. Rebounded. Going up high for it was Blaney. Now they'll try to work at baseline. Can't do it. Good defense. Oh, nice inside feed to Blaney, and he gets the 2 points. Wivholm on that pass.
Tigers playing his own defense, and Blaney managed to get inside. Was unattended under the basket for an easy 2.
Now a call's going to be called on Blaney. He's going to have to come in.
I think we got a replay of that bucket under the basket. Here it is. And you can watch him just sneak underneath the basket, completely unattended. And that's Wivholm with a good pass.
That's a good heads up by Wivholm as he's caught him all alone in the paint. So now Kendall on the defense. Working the ball across court. Good defense by Nevada Union. Oh, there's a left-handed jumper from Richie Ripley. That ties the ball game up. 5:30 and counting here in the first period. So low scoring, good defense by both teams. Spencer thought about it, and he's stolen away by Elliott. Puts it up, it doesn't go. Rebounded. Boy, that thing spun all the way around the rim. There's Wivholm now. Gets it on over to Kendall. Back to Wivholm. Stop. Working it around the top of the key. There's a fadeaway jumper by Kendall.
Good jump shot by Kendall, but the shot still wasn't one of those select shots that you'd like to get. A little bit of an off-balance little fadeaway jumper that got nothing but net. They're driving in, and it might be a travel call or a foul. Let's see what they're going to call. It's going to be a travel. So Miners will inbound. So let's see if the Miners can come down and set something up with the
3 team fouls already on the Miners. There is Spencer. Gets it down baseline. Oh, nice drive to the basket by Cancilla. He came in for Blaney, who has 2 personal fouls and had to sit down early. So now bringing the ball up is Elliott. Fadeaway jumper, 3-pointer, doesn't go. Rebounded by Cancilla. He'll bring it up, looking for Spencer. But he gets it to Wivholm, and there's going to be
that's an offensive foul on Wivholm. A little too aggressive on the drive. Really didn't have any place to go. Kind of turned him back into his defender and gave him a little elbow on the way in, too.
That's that referee holding the ball right there is Tim Harinko. Elliott brings the ball up. Coming out for it is Crabb. Elliott now around the horn. There's a 3-pointer going to come up short off the iron. Rebounded and then almost lost. But coming up with it is Kendall. Over to Wivholm. Drives in. No look pass in the corner to Lee. There's a 3-point shot going up. Nothing but net for Nick Cancillo.
That's the first. Cancilla gets the first really good look the Miners have had tonight, squaring his shoulders and with a clean outside 3-pointer, nothing but nylon.
So Cancilla with 5 quick points. There's a 3-pointer, doesn't go, rebounded by Wivholm. He'll bring it up. Gets it on over to Lee. Lee stops, puts it up, nothing but net. Colin Lee with 3 quick points. Timeout call. The Roseville coach has seen enough. As 12-2, a 10-point run for Nevada Union as
freshman Colin Lee decides he's going to fire away from outside. Nice job for the freshman. Well, so far, Marty, I don't know why they've only won 2 ball games. These guys look pretty solid from the outside.
Yeah, they are moving that ball around very well, and then taking those. And one of the things is there's no defense by the Tigers. They don't come out for them, and And Lee standing there with a three-pointer, and then Cancelo takes a three also. So Wivholm comes out of the game. Now they've done the three-pointer. Oh, that's nothing but net.
It's Toby Danello from the right side. That's the second three-pointer he's attempted tonight. Scores on the second.
That narrows the gap. Nevada Union working it around. 19 on the shot clock. Cross-court pass to Lee. Lee now stops. Gets it on over to Cancella. And that's blocked. Good defense. Lee puts it up for a shot. In and out. No good. Fadeaway jumper, but fouled by...
That'd be Crabb. After a great block under the basket, Crabb trying to swat another one away. Picks up the foul. You know, Marty, it's...
Petentano goes to the line to shoot two.
I'm watching this Tiger defense, and it's hard to tell sometimes if they're playing a zone or if they're playing man-to-man.
Yep.
They're not playing a tight 2-3 zone because they seem to follow the men through. But then they fall back into some kind of a zone-like defense. We'll take a look at it and see if it's effective as the game goes on.
So Crabb comes out with two fouls. Next shot is up, and it's off. No good, but with the rebound, doesn't go. Heartbreak there for Blaney, who's back in the game. So no points out of a possible four there. There's a drive into the paint. Tries to take it to the hoop, and then is fouled.
We're going to say he wasn't in the act of shooting. I don't think they're going to give him the free throws. Oh,
yeah,
I guess they will now.
So that is Ripley. Believe it or not, he's going to the foul line.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see any attempt to actually try to put the ball up.
I see you missed that one. Ripley, believe it or not. That's okay.
Okay.
Sorry,
That's
reaching,
Marty.
I know.
I never read that book.
He misses the first one. 12-5 your score. He gets drains that. That's his third point of the game. Now Nevada Union on the attack, moving that ball around very effectively. Stopped by Lee, and he gets it on over to, and a quick dish. Cancilla with another 2 points. There's a three-pointer going up, left-handed, off the iron, and letting it go. Heads-up play by Lee. This young 6'1" freshman is pretty heads up.
And they're giving him a lot of playing time, Marty. Yep. So I'm told by Gil Dominguez in the truck that he's the first freshman to ever be given the starting nod in NU history. That's impressive.
Now 1:16 left. There's a three-pointer going up off the iron. Doesn't go, and rebounded by Ritchie. He'll bring it up the court. 3-on-2, but he takes it all the way into the paint. Doesn't go off the iron. Bringing the ball up court is Kendall.
Well, I'll tell you, Ritchie's got some speed if he can make those drop.
Oh, nice feed down low to Blaney. Fadeaway jumper. He's got it.
Crabb picked up his second foul, and they've taken him out of the ball game, so it kind of opens up the door for Blaney to pound underneath there.
Exactly what happened. It was a good pass in there by Lee. So now, nice spin move. And it's going to be blocked. And it's going to be a double dribble call. Turnover. Nevada Union ball.
And the crowd loves a good block, don't they?
Oh, certainly do.
That was more than a block, too. That was more of a shove it back at you. .32 seconds left in the first quarter. NU leading 16-6.
So now Cancelo works the ball around, gets it over to Lee. Lee tries to drive in past Richard, can't do it. He'll have to, now he did a little spin move, breaks into the paint, and now he gets it out to Hopkinson. Gets a screen from, and it's stolen away again. Blaney dunks it. And go! Long pass down court.
It never pays to be a showboat, and Blaney went up to take the slam dunk, and the ball just wouldn't go down. And it results in a turnover on the other end of the floor. And free throws.
Well, when you're 6'7", you got that big reach. But he could have just finger rolled it in there for an easy 2 points. But and that's off the iron for the last shot. Doesn't go into the first period. Nevada Union on top by a score of 16-6. Saw a lot of good action in that first period, Paul.
You know, when I played high school basketball, Marty, and
when you weren't sitting on the pine,
I still got some splinters from that. The coach would, if you missed a dunk like that, and there was only 1 or 2 players that could do it, if you missed a dunk like that trying to showboat, you automatically were pining it, boy. You were sitting down. I don't care if you were their best player. I think we've got a replay of the block here. Oh, yeah, here it comes.
It's a nice move in there.
It's a good spin move, and then watch, he shoves it right back down his throat. Time is almost expired here, so he's trying to force a shot up, and then he goes up and, oh yeah.
The body's touched, but he had his hand on the ball. And Silla with that block.
And a good play by the 6'3" senior, Kinsella. One of the only 2 seniors.
3 seniors on the team.
3 seniors on the team, but 2 that are starting. So the majority of the team are juniors, and the 1 freshman, Colin Lee.
And 1 sophomore. So they've got a dynasty in the making here. And the JV team looked very good, too. So they've got some players coming up for next year also. So now Nevada Union out way outside into Hopkinson. Now they dish it all around. Kinsella throws it away, and that'll be a turnover. So Mike Elliott will bring the ball up the court. Now Blaney with the very aggressive block. He's got 2 fouls. You have to take it very carefully. There's a 3-pointer going up, and nothing but net from DeMillo.
That's DeMillo's second 3-pointer. He is go-to guy for the Tigers.
There's a end to Spencer, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Here's a good shot of number 33, Spencer.
I'm very impressed with the heads-up passing that's going on around the paint, as they're looking for the open man. That one is no good. Wivholm comes back into the game for Kinsella.
Well, thus far, the Miners are being more patient with the ball. They are looking underneath, Marty, but more so, the Tiger defense is leaving those players in the low block unattended.
Right. Spencer with his first point of the game. Now Elliott looking over the coach for the play. He's got it. Set it up. Good defense by Nevada Union. They just can't get inside at all on the Nevada Union defense. Shot clock going down to 10. They're going to have to get something going as he takes it all the way into the thing, but then dishes it off, puts it up off the iron, doesn't go. Rebounded by Lee. He'll bring it up. Gets it on over to Wivholm. Pass across court for 3. Up, doesn't go. Misses the basket completely. In the game is Newsom for the Tigers. and stolen away. Now no foul called. As Elliott was looking for one. Lee thought about a three, doesn't take it. Wivholm stops, gets it back over to, nice block in there by Kevin Crabb, 6'2".
That's Crabb's third block in the game.
Well, welcome back to our ball game with 2:31 left in this first half. We had a power failure. We apologize for that. Haven't missed much while we were gone away. It's 17-14. Nevada Union's only scored 1 point here while we were gone, and they still come up short as the Tigers have closed the gap to 17-14, a 3-point game. Now I think we're back in business here. There's Elliott trying to take it in baseline. There's a three-pointer going up, and he's got it. That is Fleming with a three-pointer. That'll tie the ball game. So after being down 10, Paul, at the end of the first period,
the Tigers have scratched their way back into this ball game, showing relatively no offense the whole first quarter and a half, and now coming up with, I guess it was about 7 straight points to tie the game at 17 all right before the halftime.
Yeah, we got 1:54 left, and all of a sudden, which looked like it was going to be a rout, has turned into a tie ball game here with just a little bit left to go in this first half.
And you can see Jeff Dellis here of the Miners, as he's talking to his kids. He talked about the need for patience and for trusting your teammate when he talked to Gil in the pregame, and you can see the look on his face as that's what he's stressing right now.
So Lee is coming back into the ball game. He's got 1 3-pointer tonight.
Lee will be on the floor with Wivholm at the point.
Kendall in the game. Wivholm.
Mark Hopkinson
in the game.
Staying with the zone defense. The Tigers are tightening up.
Pass inside. Stolen away in there by Elliott. Now this pass is just too hard by Newsom.
Newsom saw his man open, and that was Ruiz, and just couldn't get the ball to him. It would have been a pretty easy shot into the basket.
Now Wivholm being double teamed. That'll leave a man open. Lee puts it up for 2. He's got nice touch.
He really does. He's only averaging 3.5 points a game, but like we talked about earlier, he's a freshman.
Probably hasn't been getting that much playing time, but if he keeps hitting them like that and some of this good defense he's doing, he'll be in that starting lineup. And that is going to be Miner ball.
That is official Rick Willoughby under the basket. He's letting them play, Marty. There's a lot of contact under there in that last possession, and Willoughby is just going to let them play. We saw that earlier in the JV game, too.
All right, bringing the ball up now is Cancillo. Tries to take it in, hop, step, and a jump, but a bad pass to kick the ball, and that'll be a break for Nevada Union. They'll get a fresh shot clock. Wivholm will inbound. All the way out to Spencer. He had to come out of the game for a little bit. He had a cut on his elbow. So now Miner's got a chance to take the last shot inside to Lee. He puts it back out to Wivholm. Looking to get it over to Kendall. Kendall dishes it back out to Wivholm. Wivholm puts it up off the iron, but put back doesn't go. He gets it again. Good hustle in there by Zach Spencer.
Zach Spencer cleaning up the dirty laundry underneath, getting 2 offensive rebounds, making the second one go back down. Really nobody underneath the basket with Crabb out. that can challenge him.
Long pass down court to Wilhelm. Takes a shot, doesn't go. Battle in the half. 21-17, but a very good second period for the Roseville Tigers, as Nevada Union only comes up with 5 points and 11 points for the Roseville Tigers. And this is a ball game now, as at the end of the first period, Nevada Union had a 10-point lead.
For a time there, we thought we were maybe going to see a blowout here, Marty, and the Tigers scratched their way back into it. Early, they missed a few layups that they probably should have gotten, but we're depending on the three-point shot to keep them in the game, mostly by Toby DeMello. And so we'll see how it comes out for the second half.
There's your line score. You can see that all Nevada Union in the first period and all Roseville Tigers in the second. So there's your line score, 21-17 here at the half. Let's pause a minute and enjoy the NU cheerleaders as they go through their routine. Well, nice job. We'd like to remind you that this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Rental manager Greg Arthur wants you to know that HBE Rentals is a full-service rental facility in Grass Valley with a large selection of tools and equipment that you can use every day. HBE Rentals carries only the best from Caterpillar, John Deere, Bobcat, and Kubota, and has everything you need from pressure washers, weeders, pruners, lifts, carpet cleaners, and wall steamers. It's all waiting for you at HBE Rentals, proud to be a part of Hanson Brothers Enterprises.
And by Soft Answers, owner Dallas Wilhelm specializes in software management, design, and consultation. That's why everyone says Dallas is the best friend your computer system ever had. And Soft Answers is proud to once again be a supporter of Nevada Union sports and all the enjoyment and pride the Miners bring to our community. Dallas salutes the commitment of all the NU players and their coaches and families, and is proud to donate his time once again as the NU Miner freshman basketball coach. That's Soft Answers in Nevada City.
Hills Flat Lumber Company. Have you been to the new Hills Flat Lumber in Grass Valley? The Pardini family has created a beautiful new state-of-the-art facility in Grass Valley on Railroad Avenue, just behind the original Hills Flat, to serve you even better. The retail area holds over 30,000 square feet of products that you need and is environmentally sensitive with a radiant floor and a geothermal heating and cooling system. So now there are two great facilities to serve you, Hills Flat in Colfax and the newest Hills Flat on Railroad Avenue in Grass Valley. It's all at Hills Flat Lumber Company.
And Spencer Construction. Now is the time to improve your home and get that remodeled kitchen and room addition that you've been waiting for. Dollar for dollar, room additions and remodels are your best bet for improved home equity. And at Spencer Construction, you'll find a team of dedicated craftsmen ready to complete your project on time and on budget. Scott Spencer is also proud to once again donate his time to be this year's NU Miner Basketball Boosters Club president and supports all NU Miner sports. That's Spencer Construction in Grass Valley.
And by Touchdown Productions, dedicated to bringing you only the best in local high school sports television. Thank you again for joining us tonight as we continue our 11th season of local sports television on our Foothill network of stations. And be sure to tune in next time as we travel back to this same Ali Gymnasium for a game number 3 of the 4-game homestand as the Miners begin the second half of the season and host the Granite Bay Grizzlies. It's NU versus Granite Bay coming up next on your NorCal Game of the Week. All right, let's pause a minute and take a walk around the foothills. I don't know, do we want to go walking when it's this wet and cold outside?
I'm not going anyplace.
Okay, good. Here's the boys basketball standings in your Pioneer Valley League. Once again, Powerhouse Colfax on top, followed by Mesa Verde, Bear River, Whitney, Placer, and El Dorado, and 0-5 Lincoln. So it's a very tight race in the PVL.
And you can see Colfax, Marty, has only lost that one game this season.
That was in the Kendall Arnett.
That was in the Kendall Arnett. You and I did that game, and that was a stinker. Colfax should have won that game realistically, but they could easily be 19-0 right now. They're going to be the powerhouse in the Pioneer Valley League, no question.
As we continue our walk around the foothills, it's the lady basketball standings for the same Pioneer Valley League.
It is. Placer is leading with 5-0. Once again, Placer is leading 5-0 with a 15-4 overall record. And we have Colfax 4-1, along with Bear River 4-1, with very similar overall records. Followed by El Dorado, Whitney, and Lincoln, and Mesa Verde, who is yet to find their first win this season. And we're hoping that they do that soon enough.
We continue our walk. It's boys basketball standings for the Sierra Foothill League.
This is more of a run than it is a walk, Marty. Rockland, at 5 wins and no losses, is dominating the Sierra Foothill League, followed by Granite Bay at 3-1 and Del Oro at 3-2. There's our Nevada Union Miners, 2 wins and 3 losses, as we talked about earlier. Followed by Oakmont, Wood Creek, and Roseville. And as we follow up ladies basketball standings, let's finish our walk with Marty.
And Del Oro on top, 5-0 in league play. Powerhouse 14-4 overall this season. Nevada Union in great spot at second place with 4-1, tied with Granite Bay, and then followed by Rockland, Wood Creek, Roseville, and Oakmont, bringing up the bottom of the standings as the Nevada Union Lady Miners continue their fine play in the Sierra Foothill League.
So that is our walk around the league with the standings. We're about halfway through the season. And every team is looking to improve their power ranking. Here's the men's power rankings for Division I. It is NU at 19. And we talked about that earlier. They feel that they need to basically run the table to find themselves in the playoffs with a home game, certainly. Division III would be Placer, number 22 rated. There's Division IV, Colfax at number 1. And also number 9 would be Bear River, so both of them will be in the hunt. Certainly Colfax. And Division V,
Forest Lake Christian at number 9. So once again, Paul, the Foothills is well represented. Look at the power rankings for the ladies. Division I, Nevada Union at rated number 10. Division III is Placer at 6. Division IV, Colfax at number 3. Division IV, Bear River at number 6, and Forest Lake number 6 in Division V. So we're got a lot of games to choose from in the playoffs and on the road to Arco Arena. And we'd like to tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by Statewide Homes. Statewide Homes is your exclusive full-service Fleetwood manufactured home dealership in Nevada County. Scott and Sherry Murray, along with Jerry and Pat Hanaway, have the latest home designs from the Fleetwood line and are ready to guide you through the entire home buying process. Interest rates are at a 3-year low, so there's never been a better time to get the home of your dreams. Statewide Homes is answering the need for affordable housing in Nevada County.
And by Beam Easy Living Center, everybody knows that the Beam Center is your headquarters for big screen TVs and surround sound audio. And that's in Grass Valley. And now, we're just a few weeks away from the Super Bowl, and it is the perfect time to get that big screen that you've been waiting for. The Beam Center is 5,000 square foot showroom is packed with the latest in video and audio technology, along with the specialists who can tell you all about it. That's at the Beam Easy Living Center in Grass Valley.
And by Nevada County Hearing Aid Center in Gillum. Need some help, so pay attention. What are the signs of a hearing loss? If you turn up the TV level or constantly ask people to repeat themselves or turn your head to one side while listening, you may need hearing assistance.
What's that? What's that?
And say what? At Nevada, I'll be in there next week. At Nevada County's Hearing Aid Center, Alan Krosner offers a comprehensive hearing evaluation and can provide excellent hearing aids like the new Oticon Delta model or the Unitron Moxie model. The Nevada County Hearing Aid Center is on Argyle Way, providing a professional service with integrity, honesty, and compassion.
It takes a man of age to do that one. And by our friends at Francis Cinto and Graziano LLP. What does it mean to have your eye on the future? At Francis Cinto and Graziano, it means they specialize in making your business grow, protecting your assets and managing your finances for a secure future. They're more than just CPAs and business consultants. They're both all rolled up into one. And now they have 2 locations to serve you in Auburn and Grass Valley. It makes it very easy to have Francis Cinto and Graziano on your side, where your future is what they have their eyes on.
And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating 11 years of bringing you only the best in local sports television. Thank you for tuning in this week and all across our Foothill network of stations. And be sure to stay with us after the game as we select the Touchdown Player of the Game presented by Comby Trophy. Paul and I will pick the best NU player in tonight's contest, and you'll hear from them immediately after the final whistle. So be sure to stick around for the Touchdown Production Player of the Game right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. And we've got to keep our eye open for that player.
You know, Marty, I let you pick that last game. I'm going to take a pick this game. It's going to depend on the winning team, I think. But I've noticed that when Kevin Crabb, number 42 for the Tigers, is out of the game, the Miners are certainly more effective at the scoring and low post. So Kevin Crabb, so far with 3 blocks in this game, I'd say he had to be a strong contender, especially on the defensive end. Let's see if he gets some points. Something I should note, Marty, that was just pointed out to me by Gil Dominguez in the truck, is that Coach Jeff Dellis of the Miners didn't allow his players to warm up. He let them sit on the pine and just sit there and stew. He is obviously not very happy with the way they finished off that second quarter. So let's see if things improve with coach and player relations with NU.
So Roseville moving from our left to our right. There's a 3-pointer going up, and nothing but net for DeMello. That's his 3rd 3-pointer of the night. 21-20 now, and there's a travel call or a...
I mean, Wilhelm on the ground, he basically just lost his footing and slid around the ground for a couple of feet, so they're going to give him a travel. I might mention that Danilo represents almost half the total points that the Roseville Tigers have on the board.
He's got a great eye for the 3-point shot. Now he brings it up. Nice feed at the baseline, stepped on the line. That'll be a turnover. That was number 42, Kevin Crabb. So now a full court press. Spencer gets it. He won't dribble it very long. Oh, he traveled, but no call. Full court press gets it over to Spencer. They got a no-look pass over to Kendall. Kendall no looks, and it goes off of somebody's foot, and it'll be Nevada Union ball.
Well, that was an opportunity missed by the Miners. They had 3-on-1, and they couldn't convert that. They needed to come back to center court and find the open man, and didn't do it.
Over in the corner, losing the ball on a turnover, and they got it to Elliott. Elliott now takes it and dishes it back off it. Tried to dunk the ball was Crabb. See, when you just need a couple of points, it spun in and out for Hopkinson, but with the rebound is Spencer. Boy, that was a heartbreaker, wasn't it, Paul?
Absolutely. And you're right, Marty. Crabb had the easy layup, and he tried the tomahawk slam, and it just didn't happen.
So Wivone now gets double teamed. They get it back over to Hopkinson. He goes top of the key inside to Blaney. And he dishes it out, and there's a three-pointer, and that's good by Mark Kendall.
And a needed basket. Boy, I'll tell you, they've been a long drought for baskets for the Miners.
24-20 now. That was Nevada Union worked that ball very nicely around. Finally got a shot off for a three, which was put them up by 4. Now a cross-court pass. There's a fadeaway jumper for 3 off the iron. No good, but there's a push by Hopkinson. Let's see what they're going to get, what they're going to call a foul on. No, they're going to call it on Newsom. Boy, I tell you, that was – coach is not happy from the Roseville Tigers over there. That's Granusi. He's not happy camper. Full court press again, but Nevada Union breaks it on over, and he's going to lose it, but he saves it. Good hustle. Now he gets it back inside. Oh, nothing but net for Spencer.
Patience, patience, patience. That was a good sequence for the Miners, working the ball in underneath, finding a wide-open Spencer.
5:22 in the third period. Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown. There's another short shot. Rebound by Spencer. Bringing the ball up is Wivholm. Gets Spencer, tries taking it into the paint, turns around, dishes it out to Kendall. Kendall now gets it to Blaney. Back over to Wivholm. They'll slow it down a little bit, try to set a play up. He looks over at Coach Dellis for the play. Now Hopkinson. Cross-court pass for 3, up and nothing but net for Mark Kendall. Another three-pointer. That's his 8th point of the game. Roger. And now they work it to the outside. Good defense by Nevada Union. Gets it over to Crabb. That doesn't go. So all of a sudden, the Tigers have come up empty here.
That's 8 straight points for NU, and Crabb just picks up his, I believe, his 4th.
No, it's a third foul.
His third foul? Yeah. His third foul. They need Crabb if they're going to stay in this ball game. That was a bit of a desperation, maybe I don't know, a payback foul there by Crabb.
Wilhelm gets the first one. That's his first point of the night.
Here's the replay on that foul. And watch Crabb come underneath. You see, you play defense by moving your feet. Right there, he needs to come up and challenge him sooner. And he just chooses to slam Wilhelm in the face, basically with an elbow.
So all of a sudden, which was only a 4-point game at the half, has now turned into an 11-point difference with Nevada Union on top. So looks like whatever Jeff told them in the locker room is paid off, Paul.
Well, Toby DeMello is the high scorer for the Tigers, and they just haven't been able to come up with any offense here, Marty. They're not really working the ball in, and if DeMello doesn't hit those shots from the outside, they're gonna have long droughts. So there's NU, the line score.
So Wivholm comes out of the ball game. And Silla is in the game. So setting up the play is Mike Elliott as Nevada Union doesn't come out to get him. 20 seconds on the shot clock. And stolen away, but then recovered in there by Newsom. He needs some help, and he doesn't get it as Kendall hustles up and knocks that ball out of bounds.
Good play by Kendall, good hustle. 11 seconds left in the shot clock. The Tigers will inbound.
Cross-court pass to Ripley. Oh, another good play in there by Blaney. So he knocks that ball out of bounds. 6 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to have to get that shot off in a hurry. Trying to drive a fadeaway jumper, and it hits the back of the rim and goes up off the glass. Who I didn't see who that was. That was that Ripley?
I believe so, yes.
So now Hopkinson is, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Last one to touch it is Spencer, so there's a turnover.
Good play by Crabb to challenge Spencer. Manages to get his hand out in front, and the ball ricochets off his foot.
So now Crabb, but rebounded in there by Newsom.
That three-point shot is not what they're looking for from Crabb. They need him underneath that basket.
There's a nice bank shot off the glass by DeMillo. That's his 11th point of the game. Now bringing the ball up is Hopkinson. Being guarded in there by Ripley. There's a fadeaway jumper at the line, and that's a nice shot in there by Nick Cancella. That's his 9th point of the game. Oh, look at this. A foul, and he puts it up. That was an easy two-pointer right there by Crabb.
Well, that's what they're looking for out of Crabb. He's the tallest man on the floor. They should have him posting down low and trying to feed that ball in there.
No, Spencer is the tallest man on the floor.
Could be.
Well, I'm just looking at the stats here. 6'7" versus 6'2".
Well, we're looking at them side by side there, Marty. And it's hard to believe that Crabb is only 6'2".
Maybe they got it wrong. He is really a.
If he's 6'2", I'm only 150 pounds.
It could be a typo in the Max Preps roster list, but we'll go with what it says. But you're right. He is. Let's see if we can stand up next to each other. Yeah, he's got to be close to 6'7" also. I apologize for that.
That's all right.
Misrepresentation there.
I'd like to be 150 pounds. It's okay.
I wish I would. Going to the line to shoot two will be Kendall gets the first one. He's got nice touch in there.
And that brings the lead back to 9 points for the Miners.
Long cross-court pass to DeMillo. Now there's some action underneath the basket. It's going to be a foul call. Coming over to tell us about it is Rick Willoughby. There's a push. Spencer
and Crabb under the basket are having themselves a battle. And Spencer's picked up another foul. I believe both players have 3 fouls.
There's a nice touch pass. Drive to the basket. Oh, Blaney didn't waste any time with that one. Driving in the baseline, stops, puts it up, off the iron, doesn't go, but then there's a Kevin Crabb with the Rebound off the glass, puts it right in the basket, makes the score 37-30. It's a 7-point game. Kendall now dishes it off to Nick. Blaney stops. Spencer takes it in. Nice move at the baseline by Zach Spencer for his 7th point of the game. Oh, that's that little high pass to the big guy underneath.
Certain didn't fool any of the Miners. They were collapsing in on him quickly. Didn't allow that pass, lapped it away out of bounds. No question about where the Roseville Tigers want to go. They think that they found a weak spot down low, and so they're going to keep pushing it into Crab.
Nick Cancella comes out. He's got a big gash underneath his left eye. He's dripping blood all over the place.
Yeah, he's got a fighter's gash. He must have taken an elbow.
Oh, and he gets. They're going to call a technical on Nick. I guess he wasn't real happy with being hit in the face, I don't think, and so he gets a technical foul. Shooting the ball and missing is Ruiz. He gets the next one, and then it'll be inbound by Roseville, 39-31. He'll have a nice shiner at coming to school tomorrow.
Looking at that gash, he may even need a stitch.
Good. If it was a little bit higher, he could have had some eye issues. So now on the attack are the Tigers. And there's a turnover. Travel call, and Miners will inbound, leading with 38 seconds left to go in the 3rd period. Over in the corner is Wivholm. He gets it out to Blaney. Now Blaney drives it in, puts it up off the iron, goes up straight up in the air. Blaney gets his 8th point of the game.
Blaney is a good player, and
he covers a lot of ground when he starts heading into the paint, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Gets way up high there with the right hand and has a nice runner.
Now they get it over there, fade away, left-handed. Nice play in there by Kevin Crab as he did a little fadeaway left-hand sky hook and gets fouled, so he'll go to the line now to make it a possible 3-point play. He's only a junior, too.
Crab's a junior, and, from time to time, like on that last play, he really shows some real offensive talent.
Right, exactly.
With a nice move to the left and then to the right with a little sky hook.
So Spencer comes out with his 3rd foul. Now trying to make it a 3-point play with nice touch in there for the big man. Kevin Crab with his 9th point of the game. And there's a turnover. So all of a sudden the momentum has shifted over to the Roseville Tigers. Timeout being taken by Roseville.
And that's well said, Marty. This has been a game of momentum. Both teams have had different runs at different times, and right now it's the Roseville Tigers' turn to have a run of scoring, pulling it within 7 points.
So there was a good shot of both coaches. Now we're zeroing in on Jeff Dulles' conversation with his team. Over in the corner being treated for his eye wound is Cancella. Athletic director Steve Pilcher over there. And that trying to get into the big guy with a putback and ran out of time. Here at the end of the 3rd period, Nevada Union with 41 and the Roseville Tigers with 34, a 7-point game. There's your line score. NU comes back this quarter with leading by 3.
After that second quarter where obviously the Roseville Tigers
held them down, but
yeah.
One of the things to point out that Roseville, with their 17 points, they hung right in there, kept keeping it close with only a 7-point difference.
Well, the Tigers have one scorer in Toby DeMello, and it looks like Marty has 11 points total of the 34. And then, of course, Kevin Crabb has come on. Looks like he's got 9 points. The scoring for the Miners is a little more spread out. I believe it would be Nick Kinsella will have the most of it. It looks like he has 11 points. Yep, 11 points for the game so far. And Greg Blaney with 8. And Zach Spencer, who has been doing a job underneath on Kevin Crabb, has 7 points.
Mark Kendall doing some good work out there tonight with 8 points, 2 threes and a deuce. So now with a big bandage under his eye, Nick is wanting to get back in the game, and he does. He's going to go in for
Nick Cancilla back in for Nevada Union.
Cancilla back in. Petinato is also in the game, the sophomore. Spencer with three fouls is getting the rest. And now there's Cancilla, dishes it out to Lee. There, fade away, but the ball's blocked in there. Oh, they're going to call it a foul on Crabb. That looked pretty close, and he's pleading his case to Rick Willoughby, but not buying any of it. And
they're going to have to pull Crabb out. They got to save him for late in the quarter. Now they're not going to actually call him in, but he will come out. Looks like they have number 14, Tim Scanlon, coming in to replace him.
That's a loss of height. First one is good.
Here comes Crabb, and he is not happy about coming off the floor.
Well, Scanlon comes in. Gets both of them. Nice touch in there by the sophomore. Petinato. There's a three-pointer going up. It's short. The crowd calls the air ball, and coming up with the ball was Lee on the picking that ball up. Inside. Oh, nice feed in there, but couldn't handle the ball was Wivholm. He brings it back out to start the new sequence of plays here. Inside pass. Gets it back out to Cancillo. He fadeaway jumper, puts it up, back off the iron, doesn't go. Rebounded by the Roseville. There's a three-pointer going up and doesn't go, and looks like it's going to be
a Tiger possession. Yep, it's going to be maintained by the Tigers.
Heads-up play by Ruiz as he. There's a three-pointer going up. Nobody came out to get him, and getting the ball is Cancillo. Oh, quick pass, but good heads-up play in there by Tony DeMello. Knocked that ball away. That would have been an easy 2 points.
Well, Marty, with 6:36 left, I'd have to say the momentum has definitely shifted to the NU Miners.
9-point game. There's a fadeaway jumper. Nice touch in there by Greg Blaney. 6'6" senior. Nice touch. Good defense on that. Blaney kept that from getting it anywhere near the basket.
And that's the third shot in a row that the basketball hasn't touched the rim, Marty. That's three in 3 air balls in a row.
Well, you can attribute that to the fine defense by the Miners. They're in their face. So this team, this Tiger team is a little. And it was tipped. It'll be Nevada Union ball, but without Crabb in there, they're a whole different team.
Crabb being the focus of not only their defense as far as holding out Spencer, but that was where they were focusing their offense as well, going inside to him.
There's a three-pointer by Lee, but it's off the iron, doesn't go. And Elliott will bring it up. He passes it off, and they work at the outside. They've got no height in there at all now. And reaching in is Lee for a foul. 5:40 left. It's an 11-point game. So inbounding will be DeMillo. Elliott brings it up to the top of the key. Gets over in the corner now. Couldn't take a shot. There's a three going up and is off the iron. Rebounded by Pettinata. He loses it, but then there's a three doesn't go. Pettinata with the rebound. And is he gonna call a foul or travel or what?
It looks like it's going to be a foul. And that would be on, I believe it is on Mike Elliott.
Yep. So that was a big non-production of all those shots they got under that basket. And so now it's advantage Nevada Union with their 11-point lead. Almost stolen away. No look pass. The Nick puts it up off the glass. Doesn't go, but good hustle in there by Daniel Pettinata. So Blaney comes up with his 12th point of the game.
And Blaney seems to be the one with the most energy on the Miners team right now.
He causes a turnover right there. Forced that turnover, but then it's lost. And here comes Elliott, and he puts it up. Now a timeout called. That's Elliott's first 2 points of the game. Here's that replay.
There's the replay again.
Good hustle.
Absolutely, and it's come up. That's number 24, Greg Blaney. And look, he comes to the top of his shot, and a nice touch with the flip of the wrist.
12th point of the game. He's found the range, hasn't he, this second half?
They kind of got on Blaney's back this fourth quarter here, and he's...
with Spencer out, he's got it covered. 6'6" senior, and normally your seniors will step up when the going gets tough, and certainly that is the case tonight, as both Jeff Dellis and Kevin Nelson have feel a lot better in this second half of what they're seeing out of their team.
Well, like I said earlier, Blaney seems to have energy out there where the rest of his teammates really just don't. He's doing the job on both ends of the floor here in the fourth.
It's caused several turnovers also with his quick hands. So now it'll be NU ball bringing it up court, ahead by 11 points. So Nick brings it up, double team, going to need some help. He's got it. Blaney looking for, he takes it in, dishes it off to Wivholm. Wivholm stops, and there's going to be a travel call as his feet kept going, so Wivholm turns it over.
Yeah, it's 2 or 3 turnovers by Wivholm tonight.
Heads up play in there by Elliott. The clock doesn't start until he touches the ball, and Nevada Union went back on defense, and now they're going to call him for a travel call.
That's back-to-back turnovers by the point guards.
So John Wivholm comes out of the ball game. He'll take a seat on the bench. Now Blaney will bring it up. Good ball handler. And he comes across court with it, but nobody showed up to catch the ball. Mark Kendall tried for it, but it was out of his reach as he and Lee stood there and looked at each other, and the ball went out of bounds. So there's a turnover. So now with 3:49 left, oh, that ball doesn't go. Heartbreak for the Tigers. It's going to be Nevada Union ball.
In the game for the Miners, Zach Spencer.
So Spencer comes back into the ball game. Pettinato comes out. He played well while he was in there, filling in for Spencer. Spencer stops, gets it on over to Lee. Lee gets guarded in there by Elliott, but he was able to get it off to Kendall. Now Kendall drives into the paint. There's a hack as Ripley reached in on him.
That's still only 5. That's 6 fouls now for the Tigers. So it's still not going to the one-on-one. Into the game, Mark Hopkinson for the Miners.
So Blaney comes out. Hopkinson goes in. Mark doesn't have any points tonight. And there's the pass to Spencer. Hopkinson now out at the top trying to run some time off the clock. Gets it on over to Lee. Now inside feed to Spencer. Thought about turning around. He goes baseline. Puts a... And there's a technical foul on Spencer. I don't know what he might have said something. And that's going to be his 4th. There's be a technical foul.
He missed that basket underneath on that reverse layup, and he wasn't touched by Crabb.
No.
I don't know. Maybe he was just frustrated with himself. But
I think so. But he must have said something that referee Rick Willoughby did not like, and sure enough, he teed him up, and Camillo gets 2 free throws, and now Tigers will inbound, so that cuts the lead back down to 9 with 3:10 left, and
the Miners can't coast here, Marty.
No, they can't.
3 minutes is plenty of time. A couple of these 3-point shots go down.
In the game now is Newsom. There's a 3-pointer, and it's way off line, but then getting the there's going to be a call. There's going to be a foul called, I believe, on.
It's going to be on Crabb. It'll be a stiff.
And I think that.
I think he's coming out of the game.
That's his 5th foul. That's too bad because they needed him in there to come down the stretch here.
The frustration shows on his face as he takes his jersey out of his pants and sits down.
He played a whale of a ball game tonight.
He's a junior. He'll be back next year. He's a good player. He put a few pounds on and a little maturity for next year. He'll be very, very good as a senior.
200-pound, we got to go with 6'7" for him because he's just as tall as Spencer. So going to the line to shoot 1-and-1. Hopkinson. He gets his first point of the night. 6'1" junior. Next one doesn't go, but coming up as a push was Lee. Came over the top. And that'll be the 7th foul on the Miners, and they'll go 1-and-1 down at the other end. 2:53 left. Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us tonight on this exclusive coverage of NU minor basketball through Touchdown Productions. We're happy to bring the ball game to you tonight. An exciting game. Going to the line to shoot 1 and 1, and making the first one is DeMillo. His 14th point of the game. Makes the next one. Now Spencer will get rid of it in a hurry and let Hopkinson bring it up court, but there's a full court press. Now they get it on over to Spencer. Oh, nice feed underneath the neck. He puts it up and it goes. No foul.
Great body control by Nick Kinsella. There's a long
three-pointer from way downtown by DeMillo. Boy, that's a big three-pointer there. 50-43. Oh, whoa, man. And Coach Kevin Nelson got one in the chops there. That ball was tipped out of bounds right into his face. He shakes his head. Yeah, look at that. Nice pass in there by Hopkins to Kinsella.
Mar Hopkinson saw what no one else did, that they were laying off of Kinsella, dropped one in over their heads.
So now it's 2:01 left. 52-43. There's another three-pointer going up, and he's got it. He is shooting them in from downtown everywhere.
That was down. I believe that's his 20th point. He is carrying the scoring duties on his back for the Tigers.
Good save in there by Kendall. They work it around, trying to run some time off the clock.
Marty, this is only a 6-point ball game.
I know. Blaney's back in the ball game now. Boy, how key is that to have Kevin Crabb out of the ball game?
No question. But as long as Toby DeMello keeps hitting those three-point shots, they're going to be fine.
Yeah. Now the clock runs down 6 seconds. They're going to have to get a shot off here. There's Nick for three. Oh, he gets it. He takes the ball out of Blaney's hand.
Nick Kinsella bringing it home with a rainbow.
And then a good block by Blaney, but they're going to call him for a foul. Going to the line now is Ruiz.
Boy, the two seniors for NU are really carrying the load here in this fourth quarter. We watched Blaney go off for about 6-8 points, and then now Nick Kinsella has scored the last 7 points.
He's got 18 for the ball game.
He's got a scoring average of just over 12 points a game, so he's running above that.
55-48, 7-point game, 1:03 left. Blaney now, they're going to try to foul him, and they do. They'll send Hopkinson to the line for 1 and 1.
Wivholm comes back in the game.
Spencer comes out. This has been a hard-fought ball game.
It has been. It's been interesting. It's been very interesting. A game of matchups, especially underneath with Spencer and Crabb.
So going to the line to shoot 1 and 1 now is Hopkinson. First one is no, it falls in. Boy, just barely. He gets his 3rd point of the game.
And he gets a look from the coach and a smile on his face as he goes back to the line.
So that's his 2nd point up. And there's the 3rd one.
And that's a 9-point lead now by the Miners. That may just be enough to do it.
Yeah.
Well, Marty, I'm going to the two seniors, the players of the game would have to be between Greg Blaney and Nick Kinsella.
Well, you make the call.
I think we're going to go with Greg Blaney, the senior, 6'6" senior. He battled underneath and
had a lot of block shots tonight.
He did, and he played some excellent defense. I think because of his defensive work there tonight, We're going to give Greg Blaney the nod and the trophy. There's a nice plaque that he will get, courtesy of Combi Trophy.
47, the clock continues to run down, and there's a quick basket.
As the teams take a timeout.
Timeout, Roseville.
I think with a 9-point lead, though, this game is pretty well been decided. 44 seconds left on the clock. Great bringing you this game tonight. NU Tigers.
So the second half of the season starts into this week, this Friday, with the Granite Bay coming to town. And I guess that'll be on the Touchdown Productions schedule. Playoffs start 20th of February. Is that when it'll?
Things will be
It'll
get
kick
kicked
off?
in. Yep, you betcha. And we will
Well.
zero in on the girls and those teams that are vying for the championship. My guess would be we'll be seeing a lot of the Koufax boys. And ranked number 1 in the Pioneer Valley League. Exciting team to watch. And in the section, I'm told, by Gil Dominguez.
So Wilhelm will go to the line. We've got 42 seconds left, a 9-point game. We've got a chance to make it 11. First one is good. That's his third point of the game. Good job tonight by the referees. Kept this game under control. Tim Horenko and Rick Willoughby. They try to work it around. They get it to their big gunner. And that ball comes up a little bit short. Air ball going to the line now will be Hopkinson. That'll be he'll be able to shoot 2 because they're in the double bonus now.
Hopkinson is making a living at the line, coming up with the stray balls and being fouled. They call him Hoppy. Is it?
Oh, you call him Hoppy. I call him William Boyd. That's probably too. You're probably not old enough to remember that one.
I am.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good. He gets both of them. Hopkinson. 5 points. 5 free throws. They'll try to work it around to get it to DeMillo. Doesn't go. Rebounded in there by Kendall, and now the clock continues to run down. Hopkinson gets it over to Wivholm. Wivholm pauses, tries that. They'll foul him. It's out of bounds, and it's going to be Roseville ball.
Wivholm trying to kill the ball for the last seconds. Commits another turnover. He's not happy about it. But this game has been decided.
With a 13-point lead, though, it's trying to take it all the way in. He dishes it off. The three-pointer going up, and he gets it. Nice shot in there by Ruiz, and he gets his three-pointer. But there's your ball game final score here tonight. 10-point victory, just like it was. We could have quit at the end of the first period, huh?
Pretty much.
63-53 as the
NU Miners come up with their third league win, and they needed it like we discussed earlier in the game.
So I think we're our player of the game. We both concur is Greg Blaney. If we can get him over here for the interview with his 12 points, we can talk to him. He knows that we're going to be talking to him, but we can get him over here. Greg
Blaney. Here he comes over here. We'll give him a headset.
Come on over that side there. Here's the microphone.
There he is.
Nice game tonight. Greg, you are the touchdown production player of the game tonight. There is your certificate, and you'll be able to pick up your plaque at Combi Trophy. And we'd like to thank Combi Trophy for that. But outstanding game tonight. You played well on defense and offense. You had 12 points according to our records, but you blocked a lot of shots. What is your observation of tonight's game?
Well, the first half I didn't do as well as I should have. I missed a couple easy shots, missed a dunk that I should have made. But then second half, I just came out with a different mindset and really tried to go towards the rim instead of fading away from it. And worked out good for me.
Yeah, it certainly did. And you had a lot of good defensive work tonight on some forced turnovers, and I think that was a big difference in this ball game tonight.
Yeah, 22 is a great shooter for Roseville.
Right.
And Coach Dallas wanted me to use my length against him so that he couldn't get those shots off that he was getting in the first half.
What happened I know the coach wasn't very happy at when you went into the locker room at halftime. Can you give us any insight of what he told you at halftime, or we can't repeat it on the air?
No, he didn't yell at us too bad.
Okay.
We were up by, I think, 11 in the first half.
In the first quarter, you were up by 10.
Yeah, and we let them back into it.
Right.
Yeah, and we should have, instead of only being up by 4, we should have been up by 24.
You know, Greg, we noticed that he didn't let you get out there and warm up at the after the half. You all sat on the bench. Were you being penalized for not playing well, or what's up with that?
No, that's kind of our team thing. None of us really shoot at halftime. I don't know what it is, but
so that wasn't nothing the coach did that was out of the ordinary.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I also noticed that Kevin Crabb, number 42. Was under the basket, and he was one of the best players on the Tiger team.
Yeah,
you two were banging it out pretty good underneath there. He's a pretty good matchup for you.
Yeah, he's kind of built like me. He's like not too strong, but he finishes well. And I don't know. We both were trying to play each other straight up, and we both got some calls against us. But he's definitely a good player.
Definitely a good player, and ended up fouling out of the game.
Yeah.
Because he was battling underneath the boards like he was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to Spencer with that technical? Did he say something he shouldn't have underneath the basket when he missed that dunk?
Yeah.
Okay, we were just wondering what that was all about.
Yeah,
but,
he got teed up for the language.
So, okay, I figured because there was nobody that he didn't bump into anybody or no, and so. But that was a great game tonight, and congratulations again on your fine performance, both offensively and defense.
Thank you.
And so now you got a big game coming up this Friday night.
We do. Granite Bay is a very tough team. We played them very well at their place. Lost by 10, but we didn't shoot that well. I think we shot like 30% maybe. But we'll definitely play them tough.
Well, if you can take this intensity that you played tonight against a team that's not as good as Granite Bay, I think you guys can put on a pretty good show here Friday night. And I think we'll be here to telecast that game also.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I know you want to get back into the locker room, and thank you very much for
congratulations.
Thank you.
And you can go pick up your plaque at Combi Trophy, and it'll be a very beautiful plaque that you can put on your wall, and you can brag on it to your grandkids in future if you'll take that.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and good luck Friday night.
Thanks.
All right. That was Greg Blaney. If you can kill your mic in there. Greg Blaney as the touchdown production player of the game, sponsored by Combi Trophy, and we'd like to thank them. And it was quite a ball game tonight. It was nip and tuck, a lot of lead changes, but then again, as the second half prevailed, Nevada Union came out a little bit stronger and hit a lot better shots, and played a lot stronger defense in that second half.
It was a fun ball game to watch, Marty. It was a good spectator game. We saw good matchups underneath the basket, especially with Crabb and with Blaney. And I'm looking forward to Friday night, seeing if the Miners can come up with their fourth victory and get themselves back into league play.
And that'll move them up in the power ranking. So it's an uphill battle, but I think they've got the horses to do it, as they've shown here tonight.
I agree.
All right, we'd like to tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week has been underwritten this evening by Hanson Brothers Enterprises, The Hanson family is proud to bring you another great NU minor basketball season.
And by soft answers, Debbie and Dallas Wivholm are proud of number 2 John Wivholm and all the NU minors.
Hill Slat Lumber Company, Ed, Sandy, Jeff, Kennan, and Jason Pardini, along with Dave Cuddy, are proud to be a part of the NorCal Game of the Week.
And by Spencer Construction, Lori and Scott Spencer love to watch number 33 Zach Spencer play ball for the Miners.
May have to wash his mouth out with soap tonight, I think. And by Statewide Homes, Scott and Sherry Murray, along with Jerry and Pat Hanaway, love to support the NU minor athletics.
And a new underwriter, Beam Easy Living Center. The Beam Center is proud sponsor of youth activities.
Nevada County Hearing Aid Center, Alan Grossner is proud. Grossner, I had a tough time with that tonight. Sorry about that, Alan. Is proud to bring you this exclusive sports telecast.
And by our friends at Francis Cinto and Graziano LLP. Greg Francis, Dave Cinto, and George Graziano are always happy to bring you this exclusive NU minor basketball telecast.
And by Touchdown Productions, dedicated to bringing you only the best in local high school sports television. Thank you for joining us tonight as we continue our 11th season of local sports television on our Foothill network of stations. And be sure to tune in next time as we travel back to Ali Gymnasium for a game number 3 of the 4-game homestand as the Miners take on the Granite Bay Grizzlies. It's NU versus Granite Bay coming up next on your NorCal Game of the Week, exclusively on ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn, on Suddenlink Channel 16 now in Colfax, Meadow Vista, Alta Sierra, and Weimar. In Lake of the Pines, it's Channel 7 throughout the Bear River area, and of course in Grass Valley and Nevada City you can find the Game of the Week on NCTV Channel 11. Well, as the crowd is thinned out here and has left the gymnasium, we'd like to tell you that this executive producer and director for tonight's telecast was Gilbert M. Dominguez.
And titles and replays and some camera work by Maverick King.
And your announcers for tonight's game, Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown. Thanks, Paul.
And same to you, Marty. Camera operations, Gary Feisey and Sean Kashevsky.
Office manager and photographer tonight was Lynn Dominguez.
Technical engineer, Paula Miskowski.
And remote facilities provided tonight, as usual, by Commander 2.
Commander 2 Maintenance. Thanks to the guys at Plaza Tire and Auto Service.
And the Game of the Week award was presented tonight to Greg Blaney, and it was provided through the auspices of Combi Trophy in Lake of the Pines.
And Touchdown Sportswear, thanks for the great jackets. That's DK in Stitches.
Touchdown Accounting provided by Francis Cinto and Graziano LLP. And we sure love to hear from you as tell us how we're doing on these Game of the Week. Write us at gil@touchdownproductions.com. And for Paul Brown, Marty Mortensen saying, wishing you all the best. And for Gil Dominguez on your NorCal Game of the Week, we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.